Well, a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Flight VATSIM live stream. Today it's the 7th of August 2025. It's 54 minutes past 7 here in the United Kingdom. We're back at X-Plane 12 in the ZIBO Mod 737. We are in Rome Fiumicino. We'll be flying to Catania on the island of Sicily. Flight's around 55 minutes. This is all in aid of a colleague of mine who, I've slightly messed this up here. I thought he was taking his VATSIM approach rating exam this evening. It's not. It's his first solo outing. I'm not sure what that means, whether you have to go solo. It's like getting your PPL, doing your Gen Navs, I guess. He's asked if I could stream and bring some traffic. So we have a number of alpacas leaving Rome Fiumicino. We're live time as requested by you guys, so it will be a night flight. Live weather as well. It's a beautiful day here in Rome. And yeah, I've not flown the ZIBO mod on a public stream for a while. I had issues with the add-on and I had to completely reinstall X-Plane 12. What's going on here with all the ground traffic in X-Plane as well? Oh my goodness me. It's a very outdated what is it? No, Aerosoft, that's who it was. This is outdated Aerosoft series. It's so old, the terminal I'm parked outside, it hasn't even been built yet, but I think it has been in real life. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with the ground traffic in X-Plane. It's come to a complete standstill. Oh my goodness me. Maybe it thinks I'm blocking it, but there we are. We're on this stand here, 611. We'll just have to ignore all the ground traffic here. In X-Plane, hilarious. Anyway, here we are. Who we got here in chat? Hawaii345, very good evening to you. Spitfire F100, good day to you. Ianni's here as well. 2 tons coming from the United States of America. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Berat's here. Tom hates cats, doing all well. Yeah, slight delay to the start of the stream by about 5 minutes or so. My daughter, about 5 minutes before the stream decided whilst we were changing her nappy to poop everywhere. Thankfully, it wasn't one of the projectile style ones. It sort of leaked out, but it does obviously create a lot of mess, so I just had to help Joe tidy up and clean that up. I just heard this like, Sam! I was like, oh, I'm coming. So all changed, all bathed, ready for evening, about to go into her pyjamas. Sorry for the slight delay here. Spitfire RF100, I hope you're doing very well. I've already said hello to you, I think you already, but here you are again. Charming, said Gemma. I know, I just tell it as it is though. Alapay, hope you're doing well. Saso the pilot's here in chat too. But who else got here? Gary Field as well. Excellent. So yes, as I mentioned, on some annual leave at the moment. Last stream I mentioned that. Hope to be flying. Well, we'll be flying on Saturday, live on VATSIM. We'll be in Boston, Massachusetts on a 2-sector day there. I just wanted to see who's that taking off. It's an Alpaca A350. Very, very nice. Anyway, let's zoom on in towards the... Oh, that was a very good transition. A smooth transition into the cockpit there as we get ready to set up the aircraft. Andrew, hope you washed your hands. Yes, I've washed my hands. Thanks. Brendan, because the poll was 50-50, we should depart in day and arrive after sunset. No, actually, I saw it was 50% night and 49% day. I don't know where the other 1% vote went, but technically I think it was an extra vote for night, so I'll just stick it live time, live weather, just for simplicity. Anyway, let's get the show on the road. The aircraft is all updated. Well, I say all updated. ZIBO's not updated the mod in quite some time, but the latest Navigraph database I updated today. Itchy and Scratchy, thank you, 68 months as a member. Congrats to you both. Thank you very much. I guess it's in relation to our wedding we had last weekend. Thank you for your kind words. It all went very, very well. And thanks for your continued support as a member, buddy. Cheers. The other percentage was to fly to Mars. Brilliant. Right, it's a bit dark in here, but there is the battery. We can pop on the GPU. As it's night time, we want to get that dome light on to illuminate the cockpit. There we are. Battery on, GPU's on the bus, electric hydraulic pumps are on, the bypass pin was installed, landing gear lever down, and then we check all the aircraft documentation. Aircraft's fully serviceable, the ship's library's on board as well. Let's do the fault and fire tests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squibs. We've got fault, AP detector, not master caution OP detector. Let's do the fire tests. Where are you? Switches here. There are fire warning lights, all illuminated bell, engine overheat wheel well, and the fire warning bell too. I forgot to start New Sky. I was about to start New Sky, but obviously I got distracted with baby. But I'll fire that up now and book our flight. Last flight a couple of days ago in the 747-200, only scored 9.5 out of 100 due to X-Plane issues, but never mind. I won't complain anymore. Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango today. We're flying from LIRF going to LICC. And it's a Boeing 738 departure, let's say, I reckon we could manage 19:15 Zulu. Yeah, we'll push for that. 1 hour 10 minutes book flight, and then we can start the flight. It's a full load of passengers with cargo on board as well. Start flight, happy days. Flight's being logged. Who turned the lights off, said SaveStar. I don't know. Lights where? Oh, there's a Delta Airbus there. That's unusual. He's a long way from home. Let's now do the safety inspection, so I can pop that to armed. Push the attend button to test it. We need to get the fuel and passengers all loaded, so we'll just go here to home, fuel weight and balance, airside services, load in the operational flight plan. So it's not 160 passengers, it's adjusted the passengers to allow for the zero fuel weight on the flight plan. I think it was like 185 or something. So we'll activate that, and that starts the catering, fueling and passenger loading automatically. When it's all done said, we should have a zero fuel weight of 58.5 tons. There we are, here comes the noisy cleaners. Still not fueled yet, so we'll leave the seatbelt sign off. We'll start the X checklist. Who should have? Patrick. Yeah, I always have Patrick, and he starts. There we are. It's going to be cross at me because I didn't perform the fire test with that started, so let me just quickly do that. There we are, perfect. Fueling's not done, so seatbelt sign off. Flaps are up, which match the indicated position. We need some more lighting on it here. Background and all the flight light is on. Flaps up, match the indicated position. Stab trim cut switch is normal. Cargo fire test next. Forward aft bell lights. 2000 standby. VHF 1 is tuned. White selectors on as well. Rudder and trim 3 and 0. Gear extension doors good. Circuit breakers all in. Overhead panel. Voice recorders on. Back airspeed warning test. Flight recorders checked. Need to wait a little bit longer for the stall warning test. IRS to nav. 7 minutes for the alignment. Circuit breakers are all in. Check the tech log. Aircraft's fully serviceable. Very good. No lighting for Jim. Sorry, yeah, better give Jim some lighting. There we are. Cheers, Jim. Itch it and scratch it. You've just gifted 5 members. Thank you very much for your generosity once again. You've done this before. We've got Blade929, Iani, Lee Russell. Some of these guys are ex-members. Johan M and Ryan Novotsky all been gifted members very generously by Itch it and scratch it. Thank you very much for your generosity. Seatbelt sign can come on as the refueling is complete, and the safety inspection is complete as well. So we do have, oh yeah, we've got lots of ATC here. We've got tower, ground, delivery, all active. Let's listen to the ATIS. See what's what.
0 degrees. For knots, direction variable between 250
Expect
and 310
runway 25 here
okay.
in
Temperature
Fiumicino.
24 degrees. 2.21 degrees. QNH 1018 hectopascals. You have received ATIS information. Bravo.
So information Bravo, QNH is 1018. Lovely evening. Cav OK, 24 degrees.
This is Fiumicino ATIS departure information Bravo. At 1820. Runway in use 25. Runway conditions code runway 25. 6.
Absolute minimum
6,
block fuel.
6. Contaminant dry.
Weather's
dry,
lovely in Catania though.
Dry. Transition level 70. Wind 280 degrees. Knots. Direction
How many knots was that,
variable
sorry?
Between 250 and 310 degrees.
I didn't quite catch that, but
okay.
it's fine.
Temperature 24 degrees. 2.21 degrees. QNH.
Good, so I've detuned the ATIS. QNH is preset 1018. The departure we can expect off runway 25 will be over the sea, so we'll just set an MFRA of 1030 and we'll carry one westbound over the Mediterranean in the event of an engine failure. Maymo says, hi Flight Sim, when I play X-Plane 12 I have 45 FPS and suddenly it drops to 20. Do you know why? Absolutely no idea. Could be anything. Scenery, aircraft you're flying, who knows, Majro. But have a little play around, hopefully you'll find out what's going on. Right, FMC's loaded, light test we then complete here. Jim can do the light test, scan all the lights, I'll test the oxygen whilst that's going on. Cheers, Jim. Any blown bulbs? No, I didn't think so. Right, let's load the FMC. I'm just going to put in our position, and then I think I might just grab the clearance straight away because it's Italy. You'll see on the flight plan you'll have a SID like this, the Rotan 8 Bravo, but you'll have to fly transition SOSAC something, then Rotan 8 Bravo, but we'll see what ATC gives us. So routes in flight plan request, we'll fetch it via ACARS. Good evening, Lee, hope you're doing well. Wind was 3103, I think I could deal with that. Javelin, hope you're doing well, I've seen you for a while. Foj, hey Captain, am I allowed to fly along with, even without you? Absolutely, yeah, you can always join in on VATSIM, no problem at all. Yeah, New Sky just gives you an ability to sort of log your flights and what's happened to my route? Let me just request it one more time, and then you can just join in and keep all your flight information logged. It's quite It's quite interesting. Anthony, very generous of you. I haven't spoken to you for a while. Thanks for the $5, buddy.
I'd like to donate a copy of the ZIBO mod to the group. Hope you are well, Sam. Just popping in to say hi.
Cheers, Anthony. I'm going to give away now a copy of the ZIBO mod, ladies and gentlemen. Cheers. That's so generous of you, Anthony. Thank you very much for your $5. Hope you're doing well. Over in the United States of America, doing just fine. Just fine. Thank you. Perfect. Minneapolis. What's the weather like, Anthony, today? Hopefully very nice. Right, so what I'll do now is grab the clearance just to find out what SID, whatever, Italy, I swear, every time I go to Italy, what's on the flight plan you never get. So we'll contact delivery on 121.8.
So runway 25 is active, I'll back up to 9 seconds.
That doesn't sound Italian.
Call me ready for push inside.
611, so I'll stand. Clearance, hello, it's Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango, stand 611, information Bravo 1018 737 800, departure clearance to Catania, please.
Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango, information Charlie, extra destination, SOSAC 5 Alpha departure, route 8 Bravo transition, runway 25, initially 4000, squawk 1000.
Could you just confirm the SOSAC transition before the Rotan 8 Bravo, please?
SOSAC 5 Alpha departure, and the route 8 Bravo transition.
Cleared to Catania, SOSAC 5 Alpha, Rotan 8 Bravo transition, climb 4,000 feet, squawk 1,000, Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango.
Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango, evacuate, call me ready for push.
I will go. Perfect, so it is 4,000 feet, and squawk 1,000, and departures, so runway 25. And then this is Italy, so you've got to firstly select the SOSAC 5 Alpha. And then the... hey, no, I've selected the wrong one. Runway 25. Is it Rotan I select first? SOSAC 5 Alpha. There we are. Rotan 8 Bravo. There we are. I'll just make a note of that, so don't forget. Execute. And departure arrivals. I'm unfamiliar with Catania. I have actually flown there once as a first officer years and years and years ago, so but it's all changed now. I'm just going to go via Les Zulu via Nasom, and we'll find out later when we get the ATIS. But that should have joined the entire routing up with no discontinuities, and it's executed. Great. Performance then. 0 fuel weights. Hey, what's happened with the boarding? Why is it not boarding? Hint, for passenger boarding, set no smoking switch to on or auto. Hey? I've never had to do that before. There must be something in my settings I've not changed when I reinstalled X-Plane. Doesn't sound like we started boarding. Did do that on my test sector. Oh wait, no, hold on. I can hear the passengers. Passenger boarding. And it should, I've set it up to like instant, so it should go up quite quickly, although it seems to be stuck at 0%. What aircraft am I flying on Saturday then in the Boston thing? I might take the MAX in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. Oh, there's a bus there. Is this how come my ZIBO mod never had any of this before, these passenger buses and things? I don't know. Well, I can put my estimated 0 fuel weight in, it will be that, so... Estimated 0 fuel weight, 58.5. Oh, there you go, look, if I click it loads, you can see it updating instantaneously. So 58.5. Our alternatives, Lima, India, Charlie, Bravo on the island of Sicily, 2.2. Cost index is 30. cruising at 35,000 feet. Now we are, boarding's definitely ongoing. Average wind, we'll just put in 328 at 11. Top of climb ice at 9. Looks like the doors are being closed as well in the background. Superb. Actually, I might need a little bit more fuel. Uh-oh. So minimum block fuel 5281. I've got 53. It's absolute minimum block fuel with a kilo. Basically, you wouldn't be able to push back because you start the APU and they'd be immediately below it. So in reality, I'd call for 54, but we'll just take 53 in the sim today. Right, performance then. Let's grab the performance calculator. So takeoff, runway 25, we'll use the wind from there, populate weather in case it's changed. We'll take an assumed temperature, improve climb, calculate. There we are, so easily off runway 25. In fact, I should probably plan for an intersection departure from here, hold on. Yeah, in case they want us to go from Bravo Delta. So I need to find out the distance from Bravo Delta for runway 25, so which chart's that going to be? Takeoff run. Can you see it, guys? Takeoff. Ah, there we are. Takeoff run from runway head, Bravo Delta, 2430 meters. So if we do that, I can take Bravo Delta 2430 meters. So 2430. 2430. There we are. So takeoff run available is that. Calculate. Slightly higher thrust, that's TO1. So TO1 24k, assumed temperature 47. There we are. So takeoff, flap 5, CG's in, 4.75 units. Set. And speeds, improved climb, 38, 38, 45. They're not improved climb, they all match the OPT. Fantastic. So take that off, turn off Navigraph, set V2 144 knots. Cool, let's do a quick panel scan. Yaw dampers on, nav transfer, display switch is normal auto. Fuel, 4 pumps, first flight of the day, check the cross-feed valve. Window heat can come on, don't forget to close the cross-feed valve when you're done. Trim air's on, PAX auto, 350 cruise land out is 50, start the APU. Hi Keith, haven't caught a stream in a while, hope all is very well. Very well indeed, thank you very much for popping in buddy, I hope you're doing well. 4,000 feet, the runway QDM here in Fiumicino is 247. Simbear, 10 quid, thank you very much. Very generous of you, sir. Hope you're doing well, buddy, thank you.
Evening, boss man. Sad not to see you fly a proper plane, but glad it's not my beloved A300 and 5900 you are flying.
Unbelievable. What do you mean? This is a proper aeroplane. This is as proper as you can get. Thank you very much for your generosity, buddy. Hey, I love the A350, and I know you always fly it. I'll come and tarnish its reputation very soon. Cheers, Simba. Very generous of you. Thank you. Alright, auto brake RTO, reset fuel flow, FMC's all set up for departure, trim set, radio tuning panel set as well, turn that light up. So this is an RNAV SID, we'll sort of just do some briefings now, so route check, minimum block fuel, oh it shows 742 in the banner, I can quickly change that, thanks for that. I forgot to change it. There we go, all done. Cheers, buddy. Well spotted. So we're going to push back here off stand 6. Where am I? 611 facing, don't know actually, north or south. Out via Romeo Charlie Foxtrot. And then we're going to go taxi out via Delta or Bravo. As I mentioned, took Bravo Delta figures, likely to be full length. And then we'll depart off runway 25. And the departure, it's going to be the SOSAC, what was it, 5 Alpha, followed by the Road Ton 8 Bravo transition. So SOSAC 5 Alpha is the longer one here. Takes us to RF 787 via RF 777, and its maximum speed 200 knots. I might have to hold it at flap 1 just to maintain that speed restriction. It's NADP 2 here as well, and then SOSAC, and we're climbing to an altitude of 4,000 feet, which is set on the MCP. ICRI 0002, thank you very much for your £4.33 destination donation. Thank you.
LMLs alternate and fly straight to us. Blame volcanic hash. Very common and credible. I'll put aside one beer for you and another one for Chief Pilot Jack.
Thank you very much, Icarus 002. Malta is not a million miles away. It actually would be a very suitable alternate had Mount Etna decided to spew this evening. There we are, just a little bit further south. I haven't been into Malta on a streamer as well recently, but Icarus 002, very long-term member on the channel, and from Malta, of course. Thank you very much for your generosity, sir. Right, so yeah, SID's all our nav, we check the speeds, nav aid wise, I don't know, let's have a look, see what's on the airport. We could tune the Ostia VOR 14.9 active, so, oh, hello everyone, you can see my shorts and, there we are, there we go, perfect, I always forget the buttons. Ostia 14.9, perfect, we just need to run the checklist and be out of here. We actually, despite the slight delay, should be pushing back more or less on time. We're due out of 1915 Zulu. Right, let's run the checklist there. Saso pilot, wonderful to see 16 arrivals in Catania and no departures. Keeping you on your toes there. Right, let's run the checks.
Surfaces and chocks.
Check.
Hi, it's Scratch it.
Maintenance status.
Check.
Evening, Craig.
Battery.
On.
Electric hydraulic pumps.
On.
Landing gear lever.
Down.
Ship's library.
Checked.
Safety inspection checklist complete.
Grounded cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Let's get the tug up there. I could see alpacas pushing everywhere. Before start checks flying.
Before start checklist to the line. IRS
It's like a little
mode
mini
selectors.
alpaca lips.
Nav.
Gear pins.
Remove.
Light test.
Checked.
Oxygen.
Tested 100%.
Yaw damper.
I wonder how
Nav transfer and display switches.
Normal and
how
auto.
Catania is
Fuel.
in the list on VATSIM airports. Is it, how busy is it? Is it the top in the top 10 now with all the arrivals we're doing? Fuel 5281. We've barely got that on board, and should have
Fuel pump.
4 pumps on. Cabin is
pumps
secure.
on.
Cabin
Some
util
doors are still
IFE
open
galley
for the
power.
GPU or the ASU are still
Emergency exit
connected.
lights.
I'm
Perfect.
waiting for all of
Fasten
them
belts.
closed and disconnected,
On.
then I will
Window
proceed.
heat.
I've disconnected
Air
the
conditioning.
GPU.
PEX auto. Bleeds on.
Pressurization.
All doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Roger. Pax order bleeds on set.
Set.
Pressurization mode selector.
Auto.
Instruments.
Cross checked.
Auto brake.
RTO.
Hydraulics.
Normal.
Speed brake.
Down D10.
Parking brake.
Oh, just 30 minutes further south. Very
Stanchion
close,
cutout
buddy.
switches.
Normal.
Wheel well fire
LIRF is
warning.
24.
Checked.
Radios, radar and transponder.
Busy, busy.
Set and standby.
Rudder and aileron trim.
3 and 0.
Takeoff briefing.
Discussed.
PA.
Complete. Can't
Complete.
speak Italian.
FMC CDU.
So I've got takeoff page. Jim's got the legs page.
Set.
N1 and IAS bugs.
N1 and IIS auto. V-speed set.
Stab trim.
Set.
Performance, weight and balance.
Looking good.
Checked.
EFB.
Airplane mode and stowed.
Phones.
Off.
Flight deck windows and cockpit door.
Closed.
Doors.
Closed.
Look at that, all green.
Seated.
Before start checklist completed to the line.
Can't teach that. Right, Jamlin, thank you. 65 months as a member, nearly 5.5 years. My wife is wanting a face reveal so she can put a face to the voice. Post an up-to-date picture in general. Absolutely not. The last time I posted a picture of my ugly mug was about 6 years ago and decided not to. I don't know. I've got a picture of me when I was very young. No, I haven't got that near. Maybe one day, we'll see. Cheers, Jamlin. Thanks for your curiosity, but no is the answer. Maybe I don't have a face. Let's get push and start. Clearance Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango stand 611. Request push and start.
Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango, set approved for push. Go down 122, 125.
For push 122 125. Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango. Ciao. 122 125. Tune to com
Bravo
1.
3, via Alpha, Bravo.
Donna Messina, 64 months. You're here a month before Javelin. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Once again, congrats on the marriage. Greetings from the long pencil. You're in the 757-300. Feels like a mock-off with so many alpacas. Good luck for the controller. Thank you very much for your all you've done, Donna Messina, and for helping me get up X-Pilot all up and running again the other day. It was really helpful. Right, let's get push here. We've got a little alpaca. Oh my god. Carnage back here. What on earth is that? What airline is this? Eurowings with a chipmunk on the back. Interesting. Let's get in the queue anyway. And ground Chow, Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango, stand 611, request push and start.
Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango, push and start approved, facing north, Greenwich 1018.
Push start approved, face north, Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango.
Ground to cockpit, please show me where you want to go.
Okay, I want to go here to face north. So like this, and like that. Was good timing.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Victor is ready for taxi.
And transponder lights off below the line.
Before start checklist below the line. Air conditioning packs.
Off.
Not bad, 4 minutes.
Anti-collision light.
Late.
On.
Parking brake.
Set.
Transponder.
Out of.
Before start checklist complete.
Perfect. There we are. Parking brake released.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Amazing. Oh, did I get my mum's... sorry, don't almost say yes, you were sooner. Let's say something else, can't remember. Alright, airport.
Hold the position.
Idiot.
Full position, Delta 180.
Americans! No, I'm joking. Right, starting engine number 2. Just wanted I want to come with the Alpaca, can't believe it. That's it.
Holding at hotel.
Actually, how did he stop the pushback so soon? Should be a little bit of a tip strike, but it's all good. Then to low pressure and 1. Oh my goodness me, what is going on? Ground traffic, max motoring, fuel on.
Fiumicino ground, low Delta 321 heads of information charger requested pushback.
Oh, it's a full moon.
Delta 321, scope 1000 please.
Aaron, I love that. Where did Alpaca come from? He did an Alpaca walk once. That's true, pretty much it. What was the root cause? Alright. Starter cut out, Monster 2, 2463, 2 stable, starting 1. OCH, no worries, buddy, no worries. I'm all clear, I'm all clear. Welcome on board. Delta, you're doing a very long way from home. Ed 2.
Operation complete.
Full pressure.
That's parking brake.
M1.
Disconnecting tow.
Fuel on.
Stand by.
This ground traffic is hilarious. Captain Dwight, you disabled airport ground traffic permanently, they became so annoying, really.
Continue via Bravo to hold short Bravo 4.
How high res is the moon? Don't know, have a look at that en route. Okay, starter cut out, monitoring 1, 2. 1, 2 stable.
Contact Fiume ground east 121.9er.
Was that for me as well? 121.9er. Was that? Did he say all traffic taxiing? Contact 121.9er. I'll put it on standby, but I'll just double check. There are taxi instructions. Flaps to 5.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the left. We'll see you next time. Have a safe flight.
And rudders. There we are.
Alpaca 56 Mike, contact Fiume Tower 11.7.
Recall and blank lower DU. Before taxi checklist, please, Jim.
Before taxi checklist.
Andy.
Generators.
On.
APU.
That's the whole convoy of baggage cards.
Start switches.
Continuous.
Pro peak.
On.
Anti-ice.
Off.
Air conditioning.
Fix auto. Wheels on.
Isolation valve.
Auto.
Hi, Bowen. Hope you're doing well, buddy.
Flex 5 required and selected. Green light.
Stab trim.
Set.
Start lever.
So busy here.
Idle detect.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Recall.
Checked.
Before taxi checklist complete.
Alpaca 56 Mike on Bravo.
So, I'll contact this other frequency once more.
Calling second call sign.
I think basically another ground frequency came open, and it's Fiumicino East. Turn him off. Yes, how do I do that? Yeah. That's better. Ground Chow, it's Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango, just finished pushback off stand 611, ready for taxi.
Blocked.
Oh. Ground, hello, Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango, pushback complete, off stand 611, request taxi.
Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango, film ground, ciao, stand by. Call it back.
Alright, standing by.
Air wings 3 Mike Victor, monitor tower 118.7.
So monitor tower, if you ever hear that on VATSIM, you don't check in, you just tune in on the frequency, they will contact you.
Alpaca 9 Alpha Victor, taxi via Sierra, Tango, Bravo, hold short, Bravo 4.
Rolling those R's. I can't hear any replies on anyone on this frequency. Brady said contact 125, stop meowing, that is not professional.
Alpaca 29 Tango, are you on frequency? Alpaca 29 Tango, thank you for cooperation, continue taxi via Romeo, Bravo, hold short, Bravo 4.
Why can't I hear people reading back on the frequency? You can hear them contacting them. That's weird.
Alpaca 202, holding Bravo 3.
Oh, there we go. I can just
Alpaca 212, continue taxi via Bravo, hold short, Bravo 4. 3 taxi via Bravo, hold short, Bravo 4, Alpaca 202. Alpaca 5 Tango Mike, same for you, continue taxi via Bravo,
Busy,
hold
busy.
short, Bravo 4. Taxi Bravo, hold short, Bravo
Queuing dim is
4,
hard,
Alpaca
it's difficult on
5
people,
Tango
yeah,
Mike.
it's very difficult.
Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango, taxi via Romeo, Bravo, hold short, Bravo 4.
Romeo Bravo, hold short Bravo 4, Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango. Alright, Romeo, Bravo, straight ahead, config.
Wings 3 Mike Victor, monitor tower 118.7, ciao.
So straight ahead, Romeo, Bravo, and then we're going to hold short at Bravo 4. Got Bravo 3,
Alpaca 212, monitor tower
Bravo 4's all the way up here.
ciao. Hi, monitor tower, 118.
Oh, I'm off! Too busy looking at the map. The ground traffic's still incredibly busy. Is that Saso on ground control? Oh god, look at the alpaca. We're Alpacalypse Rome this evening. Alpacas everywhere. It's in Catania. Hello, Cal from Brazil. You're doing well.
Alpaca 5 Tango Mike, monitor tower 118.7, ciao. And monitor tower 118.7, Alpaca 5 Tango Mike, bye.
Alpacas are everywhere. So, second right for Bravo. That was hotel there.
Alpaca 9 Alpha Victor, give way to company traffic, Boeing 737-800, now turning right from Ronda to Bravo, in front of you.
He's giving way to him. He's giving way, so that's good. This scenery is out of date. I mean, I know the terminal in front of wasn't very detailed and it was still in construction. It's about 5 years old, it's been abandoned by herself, but yeah, it looks okay. There we are. How can Alpaca operate with all those empty seats? We're a full load of passengers. Is that actually in that view though? Yeah, I don't have any simulated passengers. Alright, and then we need to hold short at Bravo 4, which is a little bit of a way down Bravo. Just here, look, there's Bravo 4. Right, let's do the before takeoff checks for line.
Before takeoff checklist to the line. Config.
Checked.
Flaps.
Flaps 5 set, green light.
Stab trim.
Set.
Takeoff briefing.
Back sort of bleeds on, V-speed set for departure 38, 39, 44 on the MCP. Departure's going to be a SOSAC 5 Alpha, followed by the Rotan 8 Bravo transition, climbing to an altitude of 4,000 feet. NADP2, EO SID, straight ahead 3,000 feet. Come back here if there's anything significantly wrong. Lots of long runways. That's reviewed.
Reviewed.
Cabin.
Secured.
Before takeoff checklist completed to the line.
Excellent. So Bravo 4's coming up there, and looks like the traffic's holding ahead. LED lights on my NG today. Does look really good at night, doesn't it, Explain? So smooth, we're getting great performance here. What am I getting? 50 FPS. Superb. Ayub says, how to set time to reach an airport when requested by ATC. You either adjust your speed manually or use the RTA function in the 737 FMC, which allows you to adjust speed to make a waypoint at a certain time. Hi Nick, it says, glad to see you flying in my country. Hope everything goes well despite summertime.
7 Charlie Tango, monitor tower 118.7, safe flight, ciao.
118.7 Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango, ciao. Summertime? You mean summer's being really busy? I mean, I seem to be quite quiet, but I'm on annual leave at the moment, but we love the summer. But don't forget to blank enter display, it's a blank. So monitoring tower, quite busy here at the whole point, better start braking. What's that ahead?
5 Tango Mike, line up and wait, runway 25.
Is that an Embraer or a 7-3? Don't know what that is. There's my parking brake. God, I love the default X-Pilot sounds. Is it 7-3? It's 7-3, it looks really weird. Taxi Bravo Alpha, runway 25, Alpha 7 Charlie Tango. So Bravo Alpha is here, second left. Excellent. Well, we've got departure frequency as well. Can expect 124.2. He's off, that guy ahead. He's got a schedule to keep. Nick, I see here, it's a mess always, lots of delays, lots of people moving. Ah.
Alpha 5 Tango Mike, runway 25, clear for takeoff, wind calm.
Cat says clock. Yes, just here. I think you're referring to timing. We'll start it when we get our takeoff clearance. Alright, left here at Bravo Alpha. And we are number 2 for departure. So, Rome Fiumicino to Catania, about 150 flights a week. Catania receives more flights from Rome Fiumicino than any other airport. Well, he went storming off, but he didn't get much further ahead.
Alpaca 29 Tango, line up and wait 25.
Line up and wait, runway 25, Alpaca 29 Tango.
Alpaca
9 Alpha Victor, Bravo Bravo 25.
Alpaca number 2
Bravo Bravo
is lining up.
Alpaca 5 Tango Mike, identified contact Roma 124.
Francesco, what is the trick to maintain centerline whilst taxiing? Just get used to it. See where the line is here, you just over time begin to appreciate that's where the nose wheel is. See how far off I'm off it now. I mean, yeah, I'm a little bit off it, but there you go. Doesn't need to be perfect. And to be fair, I mean, the lights here aren't lined up with the taxi lines, but when you're taxiing, you try to avoid keeping the wheel right on the yellow line because that's where the lights are in real life. Not on the runway. And on the runway, a lot of airports, the centre line is offset from the lights, so you avoid running them over. I think here in this scenery they're too far offset though. But you want to try and avoid doing it primarily for passenger comfort. But it's really shudders the plane, and you hear this. So actually, you know, it is permissible to offset the nose wheel off the line slightly to avoid hitting it with the nose wheel. Another thing you might not realise as well, obviously we use the tiller to primarily taxi the aircraft, but on long straights when you've got a bit of speed up, sort of 20 plus knots, you actually use the rudder. It's far more controllable and more comfortable because obviously the tiller has a far greater movement of nose wheel compared to the rudder.
Runway 25, clear for takeoff, wind calm.
Runway 25, clear for takeoff, Alpaca 29 Tango.
He's got his clearance. What's that, an Airbus? Hello SB2008, been a while since I've watched Flight Sim stream. How's it going? Very well, thank you, thanks for popping in. Doing very well indeed. That's one of the OG Alpaca liveried aircraft. Look at the Alpaca above the head of the Flight Sim. Alright, just waiting for our clearance. I just want to do the flow now. It's going to be imminent. There we go. Martinez, how dare you spin Airbus after it's given you so much love.
7 Charlie Tango, line up runway 1025.
Line up away, runway 25, Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango. Clear line up and wait. Clear left, clear right. Checks below the line.
Before takeoff checklist, below the line, MCP.
Not again.
What? Oh yeah, don't forget to set up the MCP.
Transponder.
TARA.
Strobe lights.
On.
Landing lights.
On.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
Alpha radar on 124.2, Alpaca 29 Tango, clear, ciao, ciao.
The night lighting in the sim is excellent. Perfect. Now we could actually roll forward if you really wanted to. There's no point, but you could roll forward up to the point where you calculated your taxi.
Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango, runway 25, clear for takeoff, wind calm.
Runway 25, cleared takeoff, Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango. Wind calm, cleared takeoff, let's go to Catania. Toga's in chat. Brilliant spawn up time, super realistic, stabilised, set takeoff thrust. Yes, I think the Aerosoft scenery... Where's the lights? They're nowhere near the centre line. Crikey. They're not that offset in real life. Check for pressure. Crikey, bit of a split by thrust levers there. That's really off-putting. Oh yeah. Unstuck through the dead band. The best rotating aircraft in any sim. Very nice. Gear up, trim. So realistic.
400.
LNAV. You know, speeds well above V2 plus 20.
1,000.
Alright, it's only DP2, bug up. So slow in this sim. Right, I'll bug it back with it. 200 knots. 124.2 Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango. This is one of the biggest issues with the mod, that flight director bar should be coming down much quicker. Flight director bar's well up there, it should be at about 10 degrees to let me accelerate. So flap 1, we need to hold it at flap 1 guys. So get the frequency changed because of that speed of 200 knots, maximum speed. It's way too high in attitude, should be lower than that. So holding at flap 1 because I can't clean up, max speed 200 knots. Beautifully in trim. Pressure 1 to go. Bravo Chow, Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango on the SOSEC 5 Alpha, rotor 8, Bravo transition, approaching 4,000 feet.
Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango, Roma identified, climb 6,000 feet.
Climb maintain 6,000 feet, Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango. So still got the maximum speed restriction. Non-standard level change, that's what it would be engaged in. Alright, let's get it trimmed out. Command, I'm in arm. Whoa, what's up to my thrust levers? There we are. So, maximum speed's 2. Climb flight level 70, Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango. So max speed 200 knots until then. 70. Bit busy here guys, set standards. And we're still going to hold it at flap 1. And in this case I can select VS with flaps extended. After takeoff checklist, so gears off, all the brakes are off. I've got to leave it at flap 1 still for the speed. Air conditioning pressurisation 2.2 set. And we can now select VS. So usually my operator is prohibited to select VS when you have flaps extended, but in this situation, if you're complying with a speed restriction, it is permitted. As long as we're approaching the waypoint now, so we can bug up and clean up. Flaps up. Flap level 170, Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango. So there we are. Speed restrictions done. Climb flight level 170. Set VNav. Accelerating to 250 knots. After takeoff checks complete. Nick, lovely ZIBO rotation, so smooth, it's very nice. My initial rotation was a little bit too fast. So when I unstuck, the nose came up quite quickly. So I had to take off a little bit of back pressure, which is why I sort of stopped rotating for a brief second. VNav speed isn't active. I guess it wasn't earlier, SP2008. Yeah, we hadn't selected VNav just yet. By operator, we don't select VNav during the takeoff profile. There we are. Busy departure. JT, does the VS restriction just apply whilst climbing? Yes, with flaps extended, that is correct. It's unusual. And to be fair, in real life, I'd probably ask for free speed a lot sooner, but he was quite busy. But typically with speeds of less than or around 200 knots, you might have to delay flaps, especially at high gross weights, to comply with speed restrictions. Anyway, we're off the SOS exit now onto the Roton transition.
Victor, for the climb. Hearing Victor, climb at level 360.
Perfect. And passing 100-170 pre-cruise checks. Fuel 4 pumps. Lights off, logo's already off, should be on. Now it's off. AP's off, pressurisation 3.6 sets. Release the crew and release passengers, checks complete. Don't forget terrain radar on FO17. Very good. What on earth is that on the window? Is that the moon reflecting on the water? Ah! Route direct Pepix, Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango. There we are, straightens the turn. LNAV available, LNAV. Jamie, just departed Ciampino, lovely view of the Colga line of alpacas leaving Fiumicino, very good. G-Face busy, can't beat a spaghetti departure. AG Fedari said, let me guess, you didn't ask for Winwing MCP on the wedding gift registry, brilliant. Giovanni, very good question here. He said, does the vertical speed... Oh no, where was it? Sorry. I've just accidentally scrolled up the chat, it's too far. Giovanni, what was your question there? Giovanni, why would it be dangerous to use VS with flaps extended? Let me demonstrate to you. After takeoff, the aircraft's pitching for speed, and it's quite high altitude with climb thrust. So if you select VS, and you accidentally knock it higher, or let's say you get distracted and you left at a high VS, watch what happens to your indicated airspeed.
Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango, continue climb flight level 210.
Climb flight level 210, Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango. 210 change. So let's imagine I got distracted, selected vertical speed because the flaps are extended. But remember, the flaps are extended, you're going at a slow speed. I'm getting distracted by ATC. Look at the FMAs. The auto throttle is maintaining the speed. Vertical speed in the 737 is like a donkey in a carrot. It'll set whatever you say. And what's happening, do you think, guys? I'm not going to show you, but what do you think is happening to my speed? Am I maintaining 270 knots right now?
Delta 180, continue climb flight level 990.
Told it to do VS. The auto throttle's in MCP speed, if you look down here. Watch what's happening to the indicated airspeed. Look at that. You can get into an undesirable aircraft situation. So that is why we don't use VS with flaps extended. So it's prohibited, however, there are certain exceptions where we can use it. And that's where we have a SID restriction like we had, which was 200 knots, You need to reduce the rate of climb to comply with the 3 to go, 3,000 feet to go, 2,000 feet, 2 to go, which is another SOP we have. You need to be at the speed restriction as well at 200 knots, and you must have the autopilot engaged as well. So we have quite a lot of prerequisites to allow you to select VS with flaps extended, but that is to stop an undesirable aircraft or an undesirable low airspeed situation, which exposes the aircraft to one of our on the heading, climb flight level 310, Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango. Heading selects 310 VNAV. So yeah, we have something called key operational risk areas. One of them is loss of control in flight, so we look for always avoiding to expose the aircraft in those situations. Hope that makes sense, Giovanni. Matthew Presley. Couldn't have even said it better myself. The real fun thing is behind every SOP is a story, correct. Airlines are very reactive with SOPs. Something would have happened and they've gone, we'll get the crew to do that now to avoid that situation. Oh, it's so busy, I keep hearing alpaca, alpaca. I've got cabin crew at the back asking for passenger Escobar. Giovanni, you're most welcome. I hope that's oh yeah, you said very clear explanation. Janet, what's the ETA? It is 2034 Zulu. However, if I could show you the arrival into Catania, depends how busy it is. Check it out. It's a snake. We're not going to probably fly this. Well, we actually might fly quite a lot of it because it's quite busy. But if you look on flight radar for any flight between Rome Fiumicino and Catania, I can guarantee they went yum, straight line. So we'll see what's going on there. It is busy, so we might have to fly a certain amount of the arrival. Let's have a look here on the. There's quite a few inbounds, so I'll have to see what it is. It's like. Anyway, we'll start setting up when we get to the cruise. Matthew, what a sneaky snake, I know. Do you have many arrivals like that, Matthew, in the US? Actually, you fly all over the world. DJS 4000, it's the spaghetti approach. Wait, where's my soundboard? I don't use that enough anymore. There we are. Ah, it's been a while. Oh dear. Tobias, snake, or if you don't like snake, it's a nope rope. Jake, hello. Just curious what monitors you have. I have two LG 2K monitors. The exact model name I forget, however, I can find out by pressing the button on the monitor. They are 165 Hertz 2K with VG everything sync. I've got two of them bolted next to each other. I really like them.
321 heading 220.
Matthew, I know you don't have it like that in the US, so I'll just dump us into downwind and they'll go 45 miles out if they need to. Cough cough, Chicago. Sasha, chances of a hold this evening? It's a lot of traffic, but with this arrival, or these designed arrivals, it eliminates the need for a hold. So they'll keep the aircraft snaking along the arrival, and then when they're ready, they'll just peel you off. So they'll only start holding when the point merge gets saturated, which is unlikely. AG59, yes, the Pasta 8 arrival. I'm going to be using quite a lot of this tonight, aren't I? Ah, Edo, ciao. Hello, Ali. How are you doing? Well, just popped in. Thanks for popping in, buddy. Ciao, ciao. Cruise will be 310 today, Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango. Roger. So very busy. It's 310. Outflow valve's just driven fully closed. It's changing the pressurization schedule. 310, 310. Direct to Vacor, Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango. We're heading, aren't we? So execute. Unavailable LNAV and 310 is set 3 tie. Having store. Thank you very much for your generosity, sir. Very kind.
I've already landed. I was the first, so he gave me a massive shortcut. Thank God speed Brits were invented. Smiley face emoji.
Amazing having store. Yeah, if you get the shortcut and you don't plan for it here in Catania, you definitely need speed brake, buddy. Well done getting it in, and thanks for joining in and providing some traffic for Saso today. Cheers, buddy. Want to go? Some traffic just off to the left there, but I think that's why I was given this slight delay towards Vacor to increase the distance. What's the fuel on arrival? 2.2. It's not much above reserves. That is my reserves, 2.2. Hopefully it won't do the full arrival.
Right turn right heading 180. Right turn 180 is also 180.
Johnny, what topics do you and UFO talk about in the cruise? Do you take your Nintendo Switch for long sectors? I don't have a Nintendo Switch, but no, anything like that is prohibited, of course. It's very easy to talk to your colleagues. You often have a lot of things in common. So, obviously being an LTC tier, I find a lot of inexperienced FOs, or ones that are wanting to do the command, they ask a lot of questions about that process, as I did when I was in that situation. So if I'm not line training, which there isn't, I'm not doing a huge amount at the moment, it's you know, you just talk about anything really. So I've been talking a lot about, well, I haven't been back to work yet, but we'll be talking about the wedding because people will be asking. It's just like you would do with your colleague at work, really. Just chill out. But often when training, especially line training, you're only ever talking about the operation. We have discussion topics en route to talk about as well. Brendan, what if you ever talk about sheds? Having still to start some restrictions on its own, so I decided this was enough. Spoiler, it wasn't. Yes. So let's have a look here. I've got PAs going off here. So I've got UXA to 190, and then direct NASOM probably. Yeah, that won't. That's 2. That won't put you low enough. Let's have a look. Using reserve fuel. That's quite common with a full arrival in here. So if I was to put NASOM direct after UXA, delete that restriction here. Ideally would want to be at 14,000 feet, and it's 150 below. So what I'm going to do is actually make that hard instead of between the two, because VNAV will put us at 190. I'll put it at 15 hard, and then we're only going to be 1,000 feet above cleared level, and at a good position for a straight in. Optimus says, do you like movies about gladiators? I haven't seen the new Gladiator film, but I do like the original with Russell Crowe. Sibet just landed 129 feet per minute with 9.88. 9.88? What was your 12.12 deduction for? Having stored direct NASOM 6,000 feet too high. Yeah, absolutely. Because VNAV will probably plan you to be at, even in the Airbus, at 190, because it wants to do this as efficiently as possible, and it thinks we're doing this full routing. Whereas a straight in you want to be at. A firm Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango.
7 Charlie Tango, thank you. Increase Mach 73 or greater.
73 or greater Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango. 80 it is. Are we overtaking? 7-8. Slightly long landing and no beacon for 30 seconds. Naughty, naughty. What was that, Aaron? I think the reference was lost on him there. Wait, what? What went over my head? I can't see. Ayub, have you flown this leg in real life? Nope. Excuse me, it's yawning. I have been to Catania before, but not this leg. 128.8, Alpha 7 Charlie, Tango Chow. Best start setting up. Skipplop, where are you based? Nagasaki. Roma Chowers, Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango, flight level 310, VACOR, Mach decimal 73 or greater. I didn't get the last bit, but I think he said hello. Aaron, the Gladiator one, do they not make you study the film Airplane in line training? Wait, I thought he was genuinely asking a question about... Sorry, it's going to go over my head. I'm streaming, too much going on, Aaron. Lacking brain capacity. No, it didn't. What am I missing? I still don't get it. Is this in relation to the Gladiator reference? So Optimus Prime said, do you like movies about gladiators? But what was that in reference to? Oh, it's like... Yeah, you might, Aaron, you're going to have to DMB explain that one. Barrett says, when are you going to create an alpaca air force? My days. 108 miles till top of 7. Start setting up in 5 minutes. Hickory 0002. No, you can't say that. Can't say that. Oh, Matthew, I'll have to YouTube it. Is this a sort of meme? I don't know. JJ 4000, have you ever been to a Turkish prison? No.
Flight level 370, Victor. And I misclicked the CPDLC if you want to request again.
Air Torres, you're a pilot and you don't understand what that ref. Wow, I'm getting all lost here. What? We're talking about. Just put it in layman's terms. Optimus Prime, you were talking about. Oh, this is from the film Airplane. I've not seen the film Airplane in about 25 years. Okay, yes. Jamelin might have to make some RAF liveries for DCS Royal Alpaca Force. Brilliant. You have to remember, you have to talk to me like I'm a child. Talk to me like I'm a child. Right, okay, it's something from the film Airplane. Thanks, Aaron. I've not seen that film in decades, so... Lazy Game, I've heard that was a hospital, a building with patients inside. Yes, that's from the film Airplane, I know. Dear me. So just having a look at the 8ist here. Information Delta, ILS Zulu, runway 08, wind 005, Cavalcade 27 degrees, QNH is 1017.
Delta 180, Roman Travel identified, climb set level 370.
Yeah, Aaron, I know that one. So that's actually quite cool. I'm just going to press C here to jump out my plane. See where the moon is. You get that reflection of the moon. Now, one thing that's probably needs to be improved in X-Plane. It's pitch black outside, and you can sort of see the horizon because there's the stars and there's no stars where my mouse is. You might not be able to see with the resolution. But full moon like that, honestly, it illuminates so much more than that. A full moon, you could you'd see the coastline of Italy, you'd see the sea. It's not as black as this. Oh, sorry about that. It's not as black as this, especially with a full moon. That's too dark. You've got the moon reflecting off the water there, but yeah, you'd be surprised how much the moon can illuminate the sun. Honestly, it's so bright. And I put a picture on my Instagram, I think, a couple of years ago of I took it at midnight with full moon. Honestly, it was so bright. So that's something something that needs to be tweaked. Right, anyway, I best start setting up for this approach. Super short flight, so descent page 250 below 100. execute forecast. Let's fetch the winds from A-cars.
Roma, hello. This is Delta 321 Heavy with you for the 310.
Load. CQNH. 1017.
370 Delta 321 Heavy.
That's in. Expecting runway 08. So we'll select that, fixed page, we put in our fixed rings, 10, 4, and what are we at, 31,000 feet, so 93 miles roughly. We'll start out descent, however, you'll see that restriction we put in to be at 150 roughly complies with that. But obviously that's based on us getting a straight in, always plan conservatively. It is busy, we might have to fly a lot more on the arrival than I'm planning. But let's have a look at that now. So, as we discussed with regards to having store, who received a direct shortcut, mentioned it in chat here, the full arrival does this, and there's going to be very few days of the year where you'd have to fly this full arrival. And as we saw earlier, we routed direct to Exeter to Nassau, which is the final approach fix here. Whatever, it's not the FAF, but it's the final arrival point on the star plate, and it said we want to be ideally for a straight in at flight level 140. We can never put a cleared level below any charted levels, so we've made it 150 hard at Exeter, and that will accommodate a straight in where we only need to lose 1,000 feet. If not, we end up flying quite a lot of this arrival. We'll just go vertical speed 500 feet per minute and continue on the arrival, complying with any restrictions, of course, and the speeds. But yeah, you'd step through all the points, tracks and distances, and they're all in there, and eventually we go Libro, Zuka, Ripley, Posim, Fefos, Omais, Yoska, Topher, Nassau. So it's all coded. There's Mount Etna. Is that for me? Go ahead, Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango. We're currently doing 7-8, Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango. Welcome, Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango. Thanks, Bloodline. Yeah, so check the start onto the ILS. So the ATIS did say ILS Zulu. So there it is, ILS Zulu 08. We can tune the ILS now. 1099 once. Twice. And we're putting Catania VO on standby on 625. Courses 081. 081. Minimums for a Cat 1 ILS, 250 feet above the ground, it's 288 feet. Our frequency course is minimum set. So we're going to come in via Nassau. Nassau's 19 miles from the Catania VOR, so it's quite a long final. Coming straight in towards 12.3 DME and then 9.3 DME to intercept the glide slope at Foxtrot India 08, which is coded here. 3 degree ILS checks in the FMC. Minimums we've set. I have to go around, we'll talk about this actually in a second, because AG Fenari just donated $3. Thank you very much indeed for your generosity.
Have you ever had magnetic abnormalities with Ash?
I haven't, and that would be my least of my worries if I flew into a magnetic, into a volcanic ash car. But I'm guessing you're related to a volcanic ash. There is a link, isn't there, between volcanic eruptions and the ash and all the debris impacting compasses and things like that. But I've never flown anywhere near volcanic ash, and ash. There's three things in aviation this game: thunderstorms, fire, and volcanic ash, and it's something you don't want to get anywhere near. And every few years we look at volcanic ash in the simulator, and the damage it does to engines and the aircraft, it's huge. You know, scratching the windows, can't see out the window, damaging the probes, you get airspeed unreliable, damaging the engines, flame outs. It's horrible. Actually, I've just noticed on the chart, look, it does say area of magnetic abnormality. Is that because of ash or just the volcano? I don't know. Anyway, no, I've never had that issue, and nor I was aware that it would cause such an issue, but it'd be my least of my worries if volcano erupted. Anyway, there is Mount Etna to the north, that's why the MSA is so high. And in the end, I'll go around and push Toga, or discontinue the approach, and we'll climb straight ahead to Indax. Radial 077 to hold 3,000 feet. Perfect, approach briefed. So landing on 08, 2,436 metres. Plan to vacate at Foxtrot. Echo's a bit ambitious. Foxtrot's going to probably be just around 2,000 metres. Let's do the landing performance.
Increasing Mach 80 exactly. Mach, that's 180, Delta 180.
So, close, landing. 08, get the weather in, we'll try flat 30, optimum brake, in-flight and factor distance. So, legally we can stop, we've factored, I'll go actual distance for the calculating the brakes. So, actual landing distance 2325, factored is massive, 2965, that's order brake 2, so I'm going to go order brake 3. So actual landing distance 1805. So we always use factored at my operator. It's a very high factor there. We use 1.15 for Rodbury. I think that's 1.3 they've used. Or dispatch factor. So yeah, actual landing distance is this. This is actually what we're going to stop in, 1805 metres. And if we look here, yeah, it's going to be perfect for Foxtrot. So fuel, we're on with 2.2, we need 2.2 to divert, so we need to immediately decide in the event of go around, are we going to commit to Catania or go to our alternate. Should be okay today. We're going to burn 900 kilos of fuel, that is going to be 60.7. We just said flat 30, order brake 3, and we use second to 10 reverse. Vacate Foxtrot, left taxiway onto stand. Check's complete. Stephen, what is the difference in factor calculations and unfactored? So, aviation has a lot of factors in it because we want to add some margin, some safety margin. So for landing performance calculations we have two. We have dispatch landing performance and en route landing performance. Now dispatch landing performance is very conservative, so we want to make sure we dispatch and can land with the aircraft performance. Now if you can't, you can still dispatch, but you need to make sure you've got two alternates. En route is also factored at my operator. Not every operator factors en route landing distance calculations, but at my operator we do. I don't know what SimBrief's using, but at mine, the airline I work for, we factor all landing distances by 1.15. Normal landing distances, that is. Now, once you've legally seen that you can land with the factor, you then want to check the unfactored distance because that's the more realistic stopping performance of the aircraft. So you use unfactored to work out where you want to vacate. As long as you touch down at the 8.8 flight, it works out quite well. Hope that answers your question, Mr. Tan. Keith Jazz, yeah, short flight. I know, top of descent's coming up. Pitch black outside, there's no point doing any outside views, but there's a little flyby for you. Oh, land! Oh, that is. There's an island and then ships. You voted for night flight, we could have a lovely view of Etna. James, what do you do if you get a headache migraine whilst flying? Do you have to tough it out? Fortunately, I've never had a migraine, so I don't exactly know how it feels. However, if you do get a headache, you just do what anyone else does and take a paracetamol. And I have a bag in my fly bag of, it's my tablet bag. When I say tablets, guess what the other tablets for? One of the things you never want to feel at work or have. They have paracetamol in it, so you guys. I drink loads of water. TikTok? No. Oh no, he said you got it. Oh, such a child. You don't want to be caught short. Imodium, you got it, Aaron. Don't want to be caught short. Alright, let's get some descent in here. Close speed window because we're going to maintain a Mach number in the cruise. Lee! Lee, a little bit of stomachache today. Abby, sorry, is your child in control of the sound effects? Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango, request descent. Hide the yoke. Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango, request descent.
Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango, descent flight level 1980.
Descent flight level 190, Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango. Would you like any speed on conversion?
Negative.
Roger, Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango. Love it. So we'll just go VNAV then. So a little bit high on profile because of delayed descent. So it's going to go VNAV speed. Should go VNAV speed. Should go VNAV speed. I've got common VNAV selected in the ZIBO mod. Made sure it was. There we are, VNAV speed. So common VNAV, old logics of VNAV would go for path and dive, but common VNAV, it'll stay in speed until back on path.
Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango, change of plan due to airspace congest. On conversion 250, I apologize.
Oh, no problem, sir. On conversion 250 knots, Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango.
Alpaca 2 Tango, speed on
So
conversion
250, execute. Let's see what that does to our path. There we are. So now the aircraft is prioritising the speed, 250 knots. So what we're going to do now is introduce a little bit of speed brake, because I want to not only do 250, but I want to get a little bit closer to path. So speed brakes extended to flight detents. For speed, if aid to give you speed, you must prioritise the speed for sequencing. Matthew, I only had to land for an extended break once in my career. Lucky it was on an empty 7.6. I had one of the whole hour flaps to myself to destroy. In 15 years, I've once had a bit of an iffy stomach. It was a very long Canaries flight to the UK, but popped the Imodium, always good. But I'm very fortunate. I love food, and I can pretty much eat anything I like. However, I do have a couple of rules before flying. No curries the night before, and I try and eat well. So no fatty, greasy foods, which I generally don't eat anyway. We eat very well at home. We love our white meat chicken, you know, and fish and things like that.
Contact Catania 119250, relay your speed. Ciao.
That's a good point, Aaron. Yeah, if you're in a train, yeah, if you get caught short, what then? Just have to wait till the next station, I guess. Yeah, so 250 knots, speed brake's extended, path's coming back, which you'd anticipate. Drag model with the speed brake on the mod's very good. Matthew, it was a good meal in Japan. It just came back with one heck of a vengeance. About 18 hours. Took its time. What's happened to my channel? We would have been talking about aviation, asking flying questions. We've very much digressed, of course, here. Anyway, we've fully briefed the arrival. I think you know what I'm doing. I think I know what I'm doing. But yeah, we're trying our best to comply. Well, you see, I've got that 150 for a straight in here, which I don't think we're going to do, which is why it shows top of descent at 150 of a level segment, but you never know. Aaron, yeah, let's ask Kieran. It's a joint question. Chandler and Holder around the toilet.
Service 144 and 5 correction 6,000 feet and the QNH is
What was the information on the old ATIS anyway? It was information Delta. What was that in the background I heard? Proceed direct crapper.
Delta 180 requesting descent.
Matt should have factored my speed at the start of that, Sid. Going a little bit quicker, will you? Matt, the 767 struggled with the arrival, did it? Flight factor. Want to go? Situation. Stay the speed break.
Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango, contact Catania 119250, relay your speed, ciao.
119250 with the speed. Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango, ciao. Here we are, this is Salvatore. So this is a colleague of mine who requested all the traffic today to practice. It's his first day as a free approach controller. Which I don't know what that means. In fact, VATSIM Talk guys explained to me, I thought it was Saso's exam, but it's not his exam, it's a free, he's doing a free run. So I think he's running solo prior to his exam.
Alpaca 56 Mike,
there he is.
Sorry, resume normal speed, tower 118.7. Bye bye, thank you. Free speed, tower 118.7.
Oh, Mark!
Alpaca 212, turn left, heading 090 and descend 6,000 feet.
So what is, yes, Scallop, what is a solo in VATSIM Talk? Yeah, that's it, so it's
Alpaca 212, Catania.
allows control of one specific facility but not a full rating.
Left 090.
Oh, Matt, you're in the flight fancy, yeah, that does sometimes struggle with turns.
And descend 6,000 feet. Descend 6,000 feet, Alpaca 212. Alpaca 5 Tango Mike, descend 4,000 feet. Descend 4,000 feet, Alpaca 5 Tango Mike.
I've done... Nice. Mod, hold on, let me just check it.
Catania,
Yeah, the mod has a habit of letting the speed drop off. It does this with gear and landing flap. It's a bit slow to react. The real 737 autothrottles doesn't let the speed get low. It's very, it adds the thrust on quickly. Whereas in the mod it can be a bit slow.
150, expecting less 08,
Catania approach, ciao, Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango, flight level 190 Uxeter and speed 250 knots with Delta.
Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango, what a pleasure. Catania, good evening, identified, expect LS Zulu 08 and descend level 160, speed 230 knots.
Ciao, descend flight level 160, speed 230 knots, Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango. Set 160, level change. Such a legend. Alright, don't worry about the path, guys, because that's based on us being at 150 by external. We've already complied with that restriction, because we need to be between... down there. We need to be between 19 and 15, so we comply with that. And what I'll do is delete this restriction. Well, it's already gone, and you'll see now the path will completely change from being 4,000 feet high. It should do. And what's happened to the path? I think it thinks I'm level at 150, that's why. Yeah, so you'll notice the path will quickly come back, but it's replicating level at 150. Yeah, Lauren, I think that's right. So it can only control Catania approach, not any other approach within Roma like a full S3 would. So I think this is in preparation for his proper exam coming. Which I thought it was an exam today, but no, it's his first solo. But this controller you can hear is a colleague of mine at my operator. Met him several times before. He's also an SFI, a qualified sim instructor, or a TRI as well. So he teaches pilots on their type ratings. And he'll be doing his command in the not too distant future. Now he has his exam in September. Yeah, these VATSIM exams, like, isn't it in the UK? VATSIM UK, you have to wait months, sometimes years for exams, don't you? Anyway, we're on the arrival, and again, we don't care about the path now. In fact, what I might do is just shallow it off VS 500 feet per minute. So he'll peel me off, airspace permitting, traffic permitting, when he's got space. That's the beauty of our, these point merger arrivals. Aaron, it's something I have considered doing some VATSIM. It could be fun, but streaming with 300 people, you all might spawn in and try and get your clearance at once. Might not work. UK has a 2-year wait limit to start S1 or S2 training. Not just wait for exams. My goodness. And what is that? Is that the lack of the VATSIM instructors or just capacity? That's crazy. Now 900 people waiting. What? And what's S1 again? You have to. I don't know any of the terms for the ratings for VATSIM controllers. I think my VATSIM pilot rating is noob still. Ground? 900 waiting for ground. Wow.
Left 120 to establish localizer 108 Alpaca 3 Delta Oscar.
We'll go, oh no, what am I doing? I only got back approach cleared level. Vertical speed.
Lufthansa 2 Lima Echo, confirm published speed. Lufthansa 2 Lima Echo, yes, you can now...
So 230 knots at Libro, and then we'll compile the profile. So now VNAV. 200 knots, Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango. Is that operator 200 or can I do the upspeed?
Upspeed is fine.
Grazie mille. Yeah, so one of the things, so one of the company's SOPs at certain airports is they have approval. So ATC often apply a standard speed of 200 knots, and it's a normal speed, but typically in the 737 at most weights approaching an airport with 3 tons of fuel and a full load of passengers, your gross weight's around 61, 62 tons, and the upspeed is above 200 knots, which means you have to extend flaps. And we don't want to do add drag, especially at 16,000 feet, we don't want to add flaps. So... Descend flight level 130, Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango. 130 level change. So we have approval to fly the upspeed when given 200 knots. Airports like Nagasaki. Exactly, and Daniel, you'll have to select flight 1 in the 7-3, but 206 knots, he said that's fine. So level change. There's obviously a lot of traffic here because he's still on the arrival, plus he wants me to bring my speed right back. But this would traditionally be a hold. You'd be holding or getting delayed vectors. This is where it works in a lot of airports now when it's incredibly busy. They just keep you on the arrival. And then when you're ready, boof, direct NASOP, or direct initial approach lanes. Anyway, seatbelts coming on. Mount Etna's out there somewhere. I guess southwest, isn't it? Keep the heading book updated. Matthew, that's with the 73's good wing with the crappy 321 wing and weight combo. Green dot is 225 knots. That's ridiculous. Actually, it's so fast, like a jumbo jet. Yeah, this is typical upspeed. But yeah, ferrying around empty, 180, 190 knots the upspeed. I have a great question. If an airport is above 10,000 feet, when do you turn off on landing lights? So typically, well, the best time would be 10,000 feet above the aerodrome level. So if the aerodrome elevation's 11,000 feet, turn on the lights at 21,000 feet. That'll work out quite well.
1,000 to go.
Check. So, obviously I can't comply with this restriction because we're only cleared to 130, so we can have to disregard that.
My LNAV has suddenly done something weird.
See that restriction, just can't comply with it.
Left heading 160, Alpaca 2 now, Tango.
Absolutely arrogant.
Right heading 060, descend 3,000 feet, clear the LS 008.
There's the thing about VATSIM controllers, you've got to deal with SIM issues. I don't think I'd ever be reassured if I heard someone on frequency say I've had an LNAV issue. Something along the words of unable RNAV, ATC would understand. See what I mean? Look at the auto throttle. Too slow to add thrust. And we've crept 6 knots below the upspeed. The real aircraft will not let that happen. It's really aggressive at adding thrust when your speed starts going below bug speeds and placard speeds. Never creep below that there. Send flight level 90, Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango. Level change. Traffic only about 8 miles ahead of us.
Alpaca 29 Tango, turn left heading 110, descend 4,000 feet, clear the localizer 08.
Can't see them.
Down to 4,000.
There they are, look.
Localizer 08, so Alpaca 29 Tango.
Right up there, town.
171, fly heading 250 on Rome request.
Where are you going is my favourite VATSIM term.
250, Rome request, Kilo 121.
Oh, Lauren, yeah. I mean, I'm very fortunate, obviously, I fly this plane in real life. However, you know, I don't have much skill in flying an Airbus, but I can fly that on VATSIM and fly headings and altitudes as a minimum. Some people do log on the network, and I guess you controllers see it all the time. People that just do not know what they're doing. Share. Yeah. That's what you have to do, don't you? Now we're downwind now, look at this. Doing loads of this arrival. Super busy.
Alpaca 9 Alpha Victor, descend level 110.
That traffic's quite close. I want to know what their speed is.
Delta 180, descend level 120.
They are.
Flight level 120, descend Delta 180. Delta 321.
Have a little spy on the VATSIM map. So my speed, ground speed, is 250 knots. And they're doing 260, so they actually go the same speed. Just ignoring VNav. If you actually look at the total track miles, 44. So we've got loads of distance. Cheers to you, but glad you're enjoying the stream, buddy. And guys, if you are just watching casually in the background, don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with the latest content. I only have around 1,700 subscribers to go until 100,000. Thank you very much for all your support, guys. Josh, hope you're doing well, buddy. Very well indeed, thank you. Family's all doing well. Right, post-cruise checks coming up, 100 for 90. We've already got the idents for the others. So, landing turn off logo. Fuel 2.7, angle bank 25, pressurization 3.5, descending, set, belts on, recoil. Light should be on dim. There we are, checks complete. What a great unofficial WOGF. Well, thanks everyone that joined as well. Sounds like we gave him plenty of traffic. Vertical speed. Wow, it's been ages to Messina, wow. Miles to Budapest, already sub no to drop to light, very kind, so thank you. All helps, all helps.
Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango, descend 7,000 feet, QNH 1017.
Send altitude 7,000 feet, QNH 1017, Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango. 7,000 feet, so QNH 1017, passing 9,100 for 7,000 feet, and the standby altimeter descents. Great, just to the approach checklist. Frequency is 1099 for the ILS, checks in the FMC, and of course as well, fixed wings in runway 08, 10 4. Idents, we've got Charlie Tango November set twice, standby set courses 081. Wonderbar.
Approach checklist, altimeters and instruments.
Set and cross check. Check and set.
Approach checklist complete.
Perfect. I spammed that space button. Cole, you don't see complete new folks in busy airspace typically. That would be very odd. Yes, I think most people are sensible and pick VATSIM events based off their experience.
118.7, thank you very much. Alpaca 29 Tango, ciao. Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango, descend 6,000 feet.
Send altitude 6,000 feet, Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango. So quick maths, 28.7, call it 30 miles out pretty much, and we're 8,000 feet, so we're below profile. But we've done a continuous descent, but we've done the entire arrival here, down to 2.6 tons. Sappy ATC, thanks to the ATC, sir. It's very kind. Yeah, it's doing okay, Josh. The ZIBO mod's not been updated for a while. He's quite busy. The only thing I'd comment on is the laggy auto-throttle getting low on speed, but otherwise it's done a great job today.
171, contact Roma 128.8. Bye-bye.
John says, hi, 5 question. Sending the upspeed level change and you're in arm. Speed dips below the upspeed. Does it immediately go to FMC speed? No, level change it won't. It'll pitch for the speed. So you won't get any change. It will stay in arm. In path, in VNAV path, following the path, the speed gets low. Yeah, I'll add thrust 15 knots below. Good question. So we're on the extended centre line now, not cleared approach, but doesn't matter, we're still on the star. We're on the extended centre line now. Send 4,000 feet, Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango. 4,000 feet checked. That's not the airport, that's the airport. There's two airports here, and this is the danger sometimes. There you go, there's a little airport here called Sigonella, Lima India Charlie Zulu, which is that airport. And then if you look in the distance, there we are, these are all the aircraft on the extended centre line, so don't get confused.
Catania, good evening, identified. Sorry, I'm fine.
Not sure about the path. It's showing me getting higher, but I'm below the glide slope. 25.57.5. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. I've got the MPS. There they are. Glide slope alive. So you see how the diamond's slowly moving down now. The VNAV is showing me high. Shouldn't be doing that. Speed check flap 1, and I'll bump for 200 knots now.
Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango via Nasom cleared ILS Zulu 08, report established.
Via Nasom cleared ILS Zulu 08, Wilco, Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango. Great, we cleared approach. So what I'm going to do is just use VS to stay on the glide slope. VNAV has gone a bit wobbly. 800 feet high, we're actually below profile. It should be about 200 feet low, not 800 feet high. It's about 1,000 feet off. And we're all at or above restrictions here, so I don't know, that's a complete bug there with the VNAV path.
Delta 180, speed 180 knots. Speed 180 knots, Delta 180.
Altus, when you determine when to start bringing flaps out, there's a hard rule in the fact it must have flap 1 by at least 10 miles. However, as every approach is different, it could be to comply with speed restriction from ATC for profile recovery. There's no sort of hard and fast rule apart from you must have flap 1 by 10 miles. I've only done it here because I want to try and stay on the glide slope at 200 knots, otherwise my speed will run away.
Alpaca 31 Yankee, contact Roma 128.8. Roma 128, Alpaca 31 Yankee, ciao, grazie.
I don't want to go too slow, because obviously there's traffic behind to deal with as well. Alright, we're in 18 miles. There's our Vorlog to start. Localizer alive, and localizer capture. Runway heading 081 set. So now it's just making a slight turn to prioritise the localizer.
Alpaca 9 Alpha Victor, speed back 160 knots. 160 Alpaca 9 Alpha Victor.
So the auto throttle will completely close now. There we are, so that's idle. And you can see here to stay on the glide slope, just about able to hold the speed. Drag model on the ZIBO is perfect. Really, really good.
Delta 321, descend at 6,000 feet.
Don't want to go, again, too slow.
6,000 Delta 321.
Good amount of traffic there. Alright, approach now. Glide slope capture, missed approach altitude 3,000 feet. So I'll just leave it at flat 1, see what happens with speed. You might find the speed, yeah, there you go. So with idle thrust flap 1, the speed will probably start running away. So we'll go flat 5, approaching 10 miles. Just keep an eye on that speed. Yeah, you can see, look, it's just holding it nicely. Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango, fully established.
Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango, thank you very much. 160 knots until 6, then free speed. Contact tower 118.7. Thank you very much. A pleasure.
118.7, we'll maintain 160 till 6 anytime. Saso Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango. Ciao, ciao. Perfect. I think he appreciates all that traffic tonight, so thanks a lot for all the guys that joined. We'll go over to tower now. So you can see here, this is one of the things we teach during line training, and why I love the mod, and the PMDG are really good at this. Look at this, thrust lever is completely closed idle, 3-degree ILS, flat 5, and look how the 737 pretty much holds speed. It's quite stagnant. In fact, it's slowly bleeding off. So we sort of try to say during line training, if you're on the glide slope, make sure you've got at least flat 5, because if you've got flat 5 or less, if you've got flat 1 or 2, you won't be able to control the speed, especially with tailwind. If you've got a tailwind, your speed is just going to run away. There we are. This is really nice to use flap 10, and as a rule of thumb, 10 miles you want to be doing 200, 9 miles 190, 8 miles 180, 7 miles 170, etc, etc. Works really well. Catania Tower, ciao. Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango, establish ILS Zulu 08, 9 miles.
Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango, Catania Tower, buonasera, wind 0 degrees, 5 knots, runway 08, continue.
Continue approach, Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango. PTFS plug, ZIBO iFly, I can't decide. Both excellent aircraft.
2500.
So approaching 7 miles, going a bit fast. We'll go flap 10. Flap 10's lovely. You just got to be aware it's got a 210 knot speed restriction, whereas flat 5's 250. But it just gives you that extra bit of drag to bring that speed down. So we're just waiting for the landing checklist. Sim's looking beautiful. Pilot max is the same pretty much. We have short field performance maxes, so flap 10's needed more often than 5. But generally it's better. The NG's easy to control. Now we have short field performance maxes and NGs. They have a slightly different flap extension schedule, so the leading edge devices only come out with flap 25 or greater. Sorry, 30 or 40. 08 clear to land, Alpaca 7 Charlie. Okay, land. Now 4 miles, get out. Flap 15, match speed. Start switches, arm the speed brake. Landing checklist.
Landing checklist. Start switches.
Continuous.
Flap 30.
1000.
Again.
Recall, oh yeah.
Check.
Speed brake.
Up, green light.
Landing gear.
Down, 3 greens.
Auto brake.
Auto brake 3 set.
Flaps.
Flaps 30 set, green light.
Landing lights.
On.
Landing checklist complete.
Landing checklist clear to land. Flap 30. You'll find you'll need about 57%, about 1 degree on the attitude. Obviously I'm going to have to raise the nose because I'm slightly low. There we are. Oh no, perfect conditions. No wind. No thermals, night time. Hopefully we'll better it. Look at these roads of traffic, mega. Variable 200 knots, yeah, that's my excuse. Yeah, I had 200.
300. 100.
Check. Ah, it looks bigger in this sim.
Minimum.
Continue. 3 reds correcting, don't get low.
100.
A little bit right of centre line, correcting.
50. 40. 30.
Check.
20. 10.
Oh, that'll do great landing. Not quite butter. It's a bit downhill. Whoa! Am I in the air? Crikey, what happened there? What's going on? Oh! That wasn't quite right. Why speed brake not extend? That doesn't happen.
Welcome to Catania, Foxtrot, contact ground 129725.
Foxtrot, just confirm ground frequency, Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango. What happened there?
129725.
129725, Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango. Ciao. I went flying again. That's weird. That's very unexplained-like. I had speed brake extend and reversers, and it flew. It flew really well. That was weird. I've never, ever, ever had that in X-Plane before. That was most bizarre. That didn't happen on the test sector. It was a great landing. Perfect landing. 150 feet per minute. Great landing. You know, held the nose up. You know, not to smash the nose onto the runway. And all of a sudden, boom! I was in the air again. With reversers and ground spoilers. That just wouldn't happen. The ground spoilers and flight spoilers just dump all the lift. It won't go in the air like that. It wasn't fast. No, it wouldn't make any difference. Don't know. Very unexplained like. Anyway, ground hello. It's Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango. Just vacated runway 08 on Alpha.
Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango, number 17, welcome to Catania. You can take stand of your choice, preferably 338 via Alpha.
We'll take 338 via Alpha. Alpaca 7 Charlie Tango. Got it. Excellent. So road stand 338. Second to the right there. That was very interesting. I really want to analyse that replay there. That shouldn't happen, and very unlike X-Plane. X-Plane's always been really good at simulating, you know, after touchdown when the ground spoilers and speed brakes deploy into reversers, it dumps all the lift like it does in real life, and the plane doesn't want to fly anymore at that point. You know, it won't float and float and float like we just did. No way. That's very unusual. I've never seen that before. Anyway, we're already on our stand. A little Airbus 319 there. What's that, a 7.6? Yeah, 7.6. Yeah, I've used X-Plane a lot, and I've never ever seen that behaviour before. Very strange. Anyway, here's our stand remote. A bit closer to 7.6, but this is all stock scenery. AP's coming up. I've got my taxi and music, there we are. Watch my wingtip. Ooh, that's quite tight. Can just about see, yeah, what you see here in the mod is pretty much spot on in real life as well. There we are. Shut down 2. Oh, I've lost the taxi line. Blinding, oh, I'm blinding all the pilots. Where's the...
stations on the ground. Catania ground will be closing approximately 15
If I run out of oomph...
thank you everybody for flying for the approach.
Did see that. Awesome. Get some AC there. Right, parking brake set. AP available on the bus. 2 blues, 1 red. Is there. Engine's dead. Verify reduction into yes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Catania. We'll do a transit flow. Do that. 2000 standby. And verify N2 below 20% on engine 1 and 2 before we turn the anti-collision light off. Is this a ZIBO update? No. Saso, you in chat? If you are, thank you so much for the 80. Really enjoyable event this evening. There we are. Right, firstly, let's close the flight on New Sky, see how we did. Probably not a 10, it penalises you for everything here. 9.9. Off centerline takeoff? No! That is ridiculous. It was the stupid lights and the broken scenery. I'm getting penalised for all the sim issues at the moment. Oh. Unfair. That's ridiculous. Off centerline takeoff. Well, Aerosoft need to fix their scenery. Surprisingly not penalised for that interesting landing, but there we are. There you go, you can see the arrival wiggling around. Let's see how ZIBO scored me. Home here. No, home. Fuel weight and balance. Approach 4 stars. Landing 4 stars as well. 8 out of 10. A good score. Let's have a look at more detail. High rate similar 1,000 feet. Really? That's all. I'll take it. I can remember when I got 1 once. There we are. Anyway, passengers being offloaded. Welcome to Catania. I think our first ever stream into Catania as well. Live time, live weather, great ATC from all the controllers. There we are. Max, what's the point of that approach if scores you the most useless criteria? Actually, to be fair, a rate descent below 1,000 feet, of 1,000 feet or greater is undesirable. Oh, look at this. Alpacas galore. We've also got an alpaca popping a wheelie. Brilliant. What's the ground crew mode? I don't know. It's all automatic. I think it's X-Plane doing its thing. Yeah, now. Having sure you want to win the ZIBO mod. Oh, I could do a giveaway for the ZIBO mod. I think Saso was here in chat because I can see people tagging him, but I can't see him in chat there. Josh, you watched the replay. Seems like you touched spoilers activated, but instantly went to armed again. Didn't actually reactivate till much later on the landing phase. Weird. Oh yeah, it was definitely armed because we satisfied the checklist. Maybe they didn't extend, which would explain why we bounced. But X-Plane can sometimes be a bit too floaty with landing flaps. So flap 30, it's still a lot of drag. Even if the spoilers don't deploy, it's unlikely to go significantly bouncing into the air. Also, I think the runway, I've got an ortho tile here, it's a little bit down slopes, which exasperated the whole bounce. I think if I just go here, there you go, look. So you can see that aircraft. Yeah, there you go. So I came over the threshold and I was going downhill and then it goes up again. That's not the actual slope in reality. So obviously I flared here and went down the hill, waiting to touch down, bounced about there, and then obviously the runway was still falling away from me. So it's a combination of the speed brake not deploying for whatever reason, even though I armed it. But if you look here from this profile, yeah, look, you can see. Can you see that there if I zoom in? Oh yeah, that's why we did. Oh my god, is it actually as much as that? That explains a lot, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. That wasn't like that on the test sector. 76. Default Seattle has a bad one too, yeah. Sambo, we managed it, didn't have any excuses. But look at that, it's ridiculous in my sim. Look at that. It's like Spa, Francorchamps, El Rouge, or whatever it's called. same steep slope. Well, that explains a lot. Right then, transit shutdown check is complete. Well, we'll call it a day. Thank you everyone for joining in to provide ATC for Saso, a colleague of mine who's just doing his first solo run here in Catania approach for his VATSIM rating. He would have very much appreciated the traffic, so thank you so much for joining it. Really awesome of you all to do it there. Yeah, I did have Ortho downloaded, having store, so there is an Ortho tile here for Catania. However, you guys wanted me to fly at night, so I didn't actually remove the tile, just left them there instead. But I did check the airport with you all. I always do, and I swear it wasn't as sloped as that. Anyway, it is what it is. But yeah, that was a good old fun flight, and great to see so many alpacas joining on a public stream as well. It's usually only on the group flights that I see so many people there. Replay, absolutely. So what we'll do is turn off the music here, log off VATSIM. Great ATC from all the controllers, especially Saso, and I shall retract the air stairs and close the door for the replay. Let's see how it was. Saso says, thank you very much, a pleasure as always, very kind. Carl,
30,
no need.
20,
Seriously, you
10.
donated $50 last stream at 25 without even a comment. Thank you very much, very generous of you, sir. Appreciate the $25. We'll have to get something for baby. Very, very kind, and thank you for your generosity. Right then, let's have a look here. Saso, thanks to the ATC and organising all the other ATC as well. Let's see how bad that landing was then. I'll use the excuse of the runway elevation. It was looking good. It was looking so nice. Right. We're going to start unusually in this view. Unfortunately, I can't make it any brighter. You can't change the time on replay. Made the comment prior to the dono. Oh, I'll have a look, Carl. So there we are. Oh, I mean, actually, the spoilers did come up, look. But what a butter. So the spoilers came up. What a butter. Spoilers up. Reverses out. No. That's unusual. No way. It wouldn't do that. Nah. The spoilers are out. Ridiculous. That's highly unusual for X-Plane. I'm always very complimentary, but that was not realistic at all. I've got reversers out, speed brake. Look, I'm flying. I know it's going downhill, but still, it wouldn't do that. Control Shift S for a screenshot. Not working. There's no way it'd float like that. Not with reversers out and all that lift dumping and speed. It would just settle. Like, if I go slow here, I mean, look, there you go. So straight away, and we've seen it before. The gear it should be all that lift being dumped, and it should be pushing up. But no, I'm going up. I know it's downslope this runway, and I'm probably more level, but still, it won't fly up like that. It'll be. And look, I've got reverse thrust out as well. What's my speed doing? I mean, my speed's dropping off, but yeah, you wouldn't be flying for long like that. Very unusual in X-Plane. Usually it's really realistic in that behaviour. Sasha, she was having so much fun. She hadn't done flying. Look from like outside. That's just bizarre. I mean, I've landed on downslope runways before. Never had that level of, you know, Control Alt S. Still not working. Can I make it brighter? Let's just have a look at this. So the actual initial touchdown was really smooth, and then that's real time. Look, I thought it touched down, and I was like just trying to keep the wings level. Oh. Bizarre. Oh yeah, I can make it a little bit brighter. Ugh. I don't like that though. That looks worse. Auto exposure, please. Do one from tower. Oh my goodness me! Hello, Microsoft 95. What's going on in here? Anyway. So there's the initial touchdown. Reverses, and we're flying. I wasn't fast, it was bang on the approach speed. I thought I was on the ground at that point. There we are. Cheers, Mark. Great stream, Captain. Thanks, best to you, Joe, and your princess. Ah, cheers, buddy. Very kind. Thank you. Did not want to land until Josiah plays. Not at all. Anyway, you can enjoy that floaty float. Yeah, ground spoilers are up as well, so there should have been no lift. Right then, so thank you very much for watching another Flight Data Sim live stream. Great to be back in the ZIBO Mod 737. It's been no updates on this aircraft for quite some time. A few tweaks here with the auto throttle. VNAV was a bit weird on the approach as well, showing me high when it was actually bang on profile. So a few little quirks, but it's still, apart from that, handled beautifully and very nicely. I say handled beautifully, that landing was unusual, but there's been no change to the mod, and I've flown this version several times in the past, so we'll just put it down to something weird with the scenery and the downslope. But I still maintain I do prefer how aircraft handle in this sim. Anyway, that's it for today. No stream tomorrow. I continue with the streams and content this week though, because on Saturday afternoon, probably starting around 2-3 o'clock British summer time, I'll be doing 2 sectors in Boston, Massachusetts. I think I'll use Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Maybe X-Plane, I haven't decided because there is great freeway scenery, but if I go in Microsoft Flight Simulator, I'll get the Fly Tampa scenery for Boston. And we'll do 2 sectors. We'll start in Boston, go somewhere, come back, and when we come back, we'll be taking part in the 26th anniversary of the VATSIM event in Boston. So there should be loads of agency, loads of traffic. Should be quite enjoyable. So would love you to join me on VATSIM if you do so, please. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. To all the generosity for the gifted members and the donations, most kind, never needed, guys. So just appreciate you just hanging around, having a chat. I love doing this. But if you enjoy the video, don't forget to like. If you're watching in the background, subscribe if you want to stay up to date. And I'll see you all on Saturday. Enjoy your Friday evening, guys. I'll see you then. Ciao.
Thank you.